Hello, my friends. John LaRuffa here with an episode of something new that I haven't really done before. And it is let's just call it a mind experiment or a thought experiment or just some ramblings. Maybe that's the way it is. My question to you all is, do you or do any of you feel like we are leaving the golden age of, I'll say, Euro gaming, okay? Because there's a lot of gaming types, right? But I focus on Euro games. I focus on medium, light to heavy games for the most part. And I'm starting to feel like we're getting to a point where the quantity of games that's being published keeps going up, but the novelty of the new stuff is going down. Or I shouldn't say novelty, I should say the new stuff seems to be going down. And the fact that it feels like the more games I see that are out, the less I am interested in many of them. Most of them, in fact. And I'm talking specifically solo games here, of course, because that's all I seem to play these days. But it may apply to just about everything from this hobby. And the reason I came to this conclusion is I kind of been feeling it for a little bit. But then I went through and I looked at the Gen Con preview list for board games that's coming up in and at the time of this video, okay, so this is being shot in mid-July 2024. So usually there are things that I'm excited, like, ooh, this is interesting. Ooh, this looks cool. Oh, well, wow. And this time in Gen Con, I looked through, let's just say 400 different games that are going to be sold there, released there, whatever. And almost nothing stuck out to me as interesting or new or novel or even worth me clicking on to find out what was behind that title, that preview, whatever. And I'm just wondering if we are kind of going through, we've definitely been in a golden age for solo gaming for a long time, I think, for at least 3 years. 21, 22, 23, strong, great years for gaming. Earlier before that, some really, really good Euro games being released. You could kind of count on them every year that there'd be some huge titles that would be just really, really fun. You know, and I still have a lot of those, most of those in my collection. You can kind of see some behind. Caverna, right? That's a classic. They're all over the place, right? From my collection still here. Agricola, some of the Lacerda releases, and a couple other designers. I mean, Shem Phillips I think he's actually in his stride. I mean, the South Tigris series have been so awesome. So awesome. I can't wait for the inventors to come out. I'm very excited about that. But I feel like I'm not seeing the kind of things in the future, the number of games, I should say, that have really sparked my interest coming up. And I just don't know, maybe it's because I've been in the hobby for 20 years, 22 years, and maybe I'm arrived at a spot where I've been there, done that. Or maybe it's true. I don't know. Again, so many games have been coming out. You can't even, I mean, especially from a solo standpoint, there's no way you could even begin to try them all or look at them all or research them all. And it used to be, let's just say 6 years ago, I remember if I saw the game was 1 to something, I'd be like, oh man, let's dig in. And usually that would be a good game and I'd be excited about it. I'd keep it and play a lot of it. You know, and it just seems like now, which is fantastic, there's a lot more offerings. There's a lot more 1 to whatevers. But for whatever reason, they don't seem to resonate with me as they used to. And I'm interested to see if you guys feel the same way. And I'm not saying there aren't good things on the horizon, because there are. But when I went through the Gen Con list and didn't see really anything that I was excited about, I thought maybe I'm missing something. Maybe I just woke up on the wrong side of the bed, or maybe there's a real decline in the things that are interesting to me, or maybe novel, new mechanics, new things. You know, we've had years of worker placement and deck building and variable phase order and action selection and dice drafting and card drafting and this and that and the other thing. I'm wondering what the next mechanism is really going to be. What is the thing that's going to come out that's going to be so mind-blowing because I think I've lived through several of those things. Worker placement, mind-blowing. Deck building, mind-blowing. When those came out into the industry years and years ago, it was like, holy cow, this is an amazing concept. And now, I don't know, it seems like we've just got a quantity of games, but a dearth of interest from my standpoint. So I looked into Essen also, and I was sort of seeing the same things. I'm looking for stuff that doesn't seem to exist anymore. And I hope that maybe this is just a rut. Maybe it's just me, perhaps. I'd like to hear, though, from a solo standpoint, what are you looking forward to? What do you see in the horizon that has got your interest piqued? And send me the games. Send me not the games. Yeah, send them to me. No, but let me know what they are, because I'm interested. Maybe I'm just not seeing it. Maybe there has been a change in the industry, or maybe there's been a change in me, but please let me know. Let me know what you think. Anyway, so that's what I wanted to discuss today, and get your opinion. I like to hear from you. You know I do my best to respond to just about every single comment I can. And this has been a fantastic community to help me to understand my hobby, to share with my hobby with everybody. So please, this is my request to you. Help me figure this out, because I'm wondering, and I do have a couple things on Kickstarter. I am looking forward to a few things, but you know, it just seems like I have kind of gotten my collection and my game library to a spot where it's mature, and it may be at kind of that full level. So we'll see. Anyway, let me know what you think. Thanks again for watching. I really appreciate it. I always appreciate your feedback. And as I always say, whatever you decide to do in the future, I really hope you have a fantastic time doing it. Take it easy, everybody.